If you didn't know by now, Tomorrow League Sports Network is not one of those channels that's going to sit here and give you a bunch of fluff telling you about, telling you all of the little mainstream stuff that your favorite sports analysts or all these other shows want to tell you as far as when it comes to these sport players, these professional sports players out here on what's actually going on. We're going to give you some things for you to think about that's really going to make you say, when it comes to some of these topics. And guys, let's get into, your favorite sport channels are telling you basically a narrative as far as they're making up their own narrative as far as why Russell Westbrook and James Harden want to leave the Houston Rockets. Guys, I'm willing to bet you it wasn't all about them two. Let's get into it right after the jump. Welcome back to Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Also, if you follow us on social media, the links are down below in the description. Guys, the narrative right off the rip that everybody was hearing that James Harden and Russell Westbrook, they were fighting one another. They didn't want to be bothered with one another. Russell Westbrook was in the locker room trying to take over, and he was talking slick and crazy to James Harden about his play and him not wanting to play defense. And, he wasn't doing the things that needed to be done on the floor in order for them to win. But you know what, guys? I think that's a little far from the truth, because I'm going to tell you this. James Harden actually got out there and played better defense this season than he has played in any daggone season he's been in the NBA, except for maybe the first couple that he was there. But yes, James Harden did do more on the defensive side of the ball than what he normally does. But now, the word is, like I said, they're not at odds with one another. The problem is they don't like the environment. So guess what? If you don't like the environment, do you think you're going to stay in there? Do you think you're going to produce in that type of environment? I know I wouldn't. I mean, come on, guys. You got an owner, Tlsn Fertitta, who has no problems letting the world know that he is a Trump supporter, true and true. Yes, sir. When they have you on film talking about how much money the president was able to help you make during the 3 years that he was in office based on his tax cuts and all of the different things that he did, talking about he brought new jobs to the country. I'm waiting to see where these jobs are, sir, because I haven't seen not one. Maybe for a lot of you guys, a lot of you top end people that were able to make money based on a lot of different things you were able to accomplish on you know how it go. We ain't gonna get into that. You offering James Harden an additional $50 million. He turns that $50 million down. What does that tell you? Not to mention now you have additional players that are wanting to leave your organization based on how you guys handle business. You got to think to yourself, what's really going on here? And the crazy thing about it is, with all of the chaos that has gone on around this election, not to mention the marches, the sit-ins, and everything that has gone on, you can only imagine some of the things that were said, some of the thoughts that were conveyed to others that made people feel very uncomfortable. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this country has been unrested for a while now, and it was on its way to just topping on over because of the fact that you have too much chaos going on right now. And we got to find a happy medium for everybody to get along and feel, become one again. We're not whole. We need to become whole. And I know some of you might be looking at this, man, Coach, you talking crazy. Man, that man did blah, blah, blah. You know what? I've been on this earth long enough to see a lot of things. And there's some things I've seen that some of you may not understand. And it's going to be a lot of things that we may both not agree with. And that's fine. But understand this. You're wanting people to come and you're providing entertainment. So if you're providing entertainment for people to come pay for, then guess what? Sometimes you need to back off and keep a few of those chaotic comments to yourself. And like I said, that has been the problem. But it has hit a boiling point with many of the Rocket players because James Harden and Russell Westbrook aren't the only two that want to leave. I mean, you already got you got players that want to go. And like I said, this type of conduct hasn't been only going on in the Houston Rockets organization. Heck, we got the Houston Texans. They've been having the same type of issues going on where you're telling the first female VP of communications, Amy Posset, that she's unfit for the culture. What is unfit for the culture? I mean, this woman won the 2017 Roselle Award for communication. First female in professional sports to do this. So if she's a VP of communications, then that means she knows how to reach people, right? So because she tweeted out she tweeted a comment stating that, she supported Biden on winning the election. Now she's considered unfit for the culture. And like I said, if you've seen that video that I posted, I spoke specifically about her, and I saluted her on her accomplishments, and I feel that it was unjust of what took place for her. You have senators in Texas screaming, "Stay woke, go broke." It seems there's a strong stance for many of the professional sports owners, both NBA, NFL, MLB, you name it, to support the soon-to-be former President Trump because of the financial windfalls they were able to obtain while he was in office. Many of you may think that the economy is thriving. I would like for you to show me where. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, if you want to sit back and say, look at what the Fed is doing, guys, we should be in a depression right now. But because the feds are smart, they're keeping us above float to make sure that we're able to still continue to keep going upstream. But guys, we'll leave that topic for another discussion. Funny thing is, many of you were riding that story like Long John Silver. Hi-ho, Silver away. There's no way in the world you're going to sit here and tell me two friends that are former MVPs were not able to play together without there being a problem. And now all of a sudden they want to be away from each other. Yeah, that's the reason why they want to be away from each other. Let's see how the story changes in the coming days and weeks. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Will the story change in the coming days and weeks based on James Harden and Russell Westbrook wanting to play together? Because we already know the dad for Tlsn, he's going to want a bag of gold, two of your firstborns, and daggone a couple of chilies and anything else you're going to throw in there before he let Harden go. Harden ain't going to go. Harden's not going to leave Houston for a bag of chips and a yoo-hoo. I've already said that to you. But until next time, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. And remember, guys, be that one and lead.